Jungkook's fist collided with the punching bag. All you could hear was the thud of his fist against the bag echo throughout the room. This is how he decided to release his anger when he was younger. Having the weight of the world on your shoulder is exhausting mentally and physically, not to mention the fact that he never slept. He sat on the floor taking a sip from his water bottle. "She's not dead," Taeyong announced as he came in with an unimpressed look on his face. "What?" he questioned, confused, already worked up from his workout session. "Wyan, she's not dead. If anything, she's very much alive," Taeyong grumbled before he handed him some pictures. "You was standing on a balcony and you seemed to be upset. But then, in the second one, Felix had his arms around you and you was leaning into him." How? He was speechless. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. "Finally, in the last photo, you was asleep in his arms. You had done it. You had left and wasn't looking back. You was happy without him." His chest and throat became tight as he stared at the last photo. It physically hurt to see them together. God, he wished desperately that he was the one who had his arms around you. He shook his head, tired and exhausted. He didn't have enough energy to anything about it in that moment, so instead he just threw the picture aside. "You are not going to go get her?" Taeyong's eyes widened in shock, possibly anger. "No," he muttered, taking another sip out of his water bottle. "He's going to kill her or get her killed. He's our biggest enemy, Jungkook. He is using her against us without knowing her. You had to do something, Jungkook." Taeyong grabbed his hair frustratedly. "No, he won't. I can already tell by the picture that he is in love with her," he responded bluntly, taking a sip from his water bottle. "Jungkook, look, she doesn't look happy." He pointed to the first picture. "She's never happy," he yelled at him, wanting to end this conversation. "No, she had the same look on her face when she sat on the couch next to me. She misses you." Taeyong begged Jungkook to believe him, but he just couldn't. He is tired of constantly fighting. He is tired of pulling then pushing. "It's not fair to you and it's not fair to him. I'm tired. I'm going to do some work and then I'm going to bed." He rolled out of the hall and away from Taeyong, although one thought kept creeping up on him. Did you miss him? It was the day of the dance. Felix had asked you a few days ago to come with him, and you agreed, very hesitantly, but agreed nonetheless. You had your makeup, hair, and nails done. The only thing left was to get into the dress. Felix told you that when you entered this ball, you wanted to be the only one who stood out. You are supposed to try stand out of the crowd and show how wealthy you are by what you wear. You knew most of this stuff, but dress he chose was beautifully yet a bit dramatic. Apparently, that's what we wanted though. Flawless. Nina walked in as you finished the final touches. Her jaw dropped as she stared at you in the dress. "Whoa," she gasped. "Do I look bad?" you asked her while staring in the mirror. "Are you kidding me? You look gorgeous." She smiled reassuringly. "You look really good," you complimented her elegant black dress. "Felix is going to go crazy when he sees you." She giggled excitedly. "We are supposed to be leaving now. Do you need anything else?" She wondered, waiting for a response. "No, I think I'm good." You nodded as you walked out with her. "Felix!" Nina shrieked, causing him to turn around and look at you. You saw his jaw drop as his eyes followed you down the steps. You look like an angel, he uttered, holding his hand out for you to take it. You froze for what felt like minutes but was actually only a moment. Everyone always called Jungkook the devil. The devil and an angel are incompatible and they never have been. Thanks. You smiled softly, hooking your arm in with his. He planted a kiss on your lips before you all left in a hurry. You was extremely nervous. You had this good feeling like something bad was going to happen. You could feel it, and not to mention the fact that you have never really been to a nice ball where nothing happens. Something always happens, or that could just be your trauma reminding you of what happened the last time you went to a ball. You and Felix were slowly becoming closer as time went by. It had been about 3 weeks. You were so lost in your thoughts that you didn't even realize that you were already here. You ready? Felix mumbled to you, clearly saying that you look worried. You nodded slightly in response. We can wait a few minutes if you are nervous, he reassured you. I'm okay, you spoke quietly with a slight smile. Truth be told that you wasn't. Not a single day of your miserable life you never have been happy, but you have longed for it for years. A happiness that's permanent. But every day now it seems to get easier each breath is becoming more effortless and the nightmares are starting to fade. It's been 3 weeks since you left Jungkook and you have stopped thinking about him constantly, which you are proud of. Felix is a good guy. He makes sure you have everything you need for school and just in general. So did Jungkook. Okay, let's go. He took your hand, helping you out of the limo. You all strolled into the hall where the ball was held slowly. Nina and her boyfriend Ben were flirting behind you and Felix. That's so gross. Felix rolled his eyes as you slipped a smile at his disgusted face. Leave her alone. She's happy. You smiled. Felix stared at you with awe. What? You covered your face with your hands as he just stared at you. You're beautiful, he uttered. He earned a genuine smile from you. Stop, you went. You couldn't help but smile at him. He made you happy. You noticed a smile spread across his face. Names and Mafia, the guy at the door asked. Lee Felix, the Vipers. Felix responded, suddenly becoming very serious and standing tall and strong. He was kind of intimidating, to be honest. Lee Nina, Vipers. Nina repeated after Felix. Ryan Diaz, Vipers. You uttered, seeing Felix's face light up. Ben Tennyson, Vipers. You all walked into the massive hall full of people. These are all the leaders of the mafias with a few exceptions. Felix teased you, getting a smack from you. Lee Felix and Ryan Diaz, leader of the Vipers, the guy announced as you both walked in, startling you. You had your arm hooked with Felix, and then you saw him standing by the stairs, just gazing at you. You immediately froze as soon as you both locked eye contact. You couldn't describe the expression on his face. He looked hurt, but not surprised. Felix, can we go dance? You asked him quickly, wanting to get out of sight. Yeah, sure, he spoke softly while he walked you over to the dance floor. Immediately, song began to play as you stepped onto the dance floor. Felix placed his hand on your hip before grabbing your other hand and extending your arms out into the click dance stance. You seem a bit shaken. Felix faced up. No, I'm fine. You shrugged, giving him a reassuring smile. Okay, he sighed, continuing the dance, yet knowing something was wrong. You know, I never knew I would like someone as much as I like you, he admitted to you. Why? You questioned him, genuinely confused. No one ever really caught my eye, he mumbled, trying to put it as nicely as possible. And then I seen a picture of you, and God, you were like an angel sent down for me. Felix rambled on. But I have to let you go now, he joked, twirling you around only for another random man to catch you. You was confused with what just happened. Relax, I won't bite, the guy teased. Why did we change? You asked the random dude nervously. It's a part of the dance, dear, he explained. He tried to make conversation with you, but you kept shutting him down and giving short replies. Change time, he warned you before spinning you around. Someone grabbed your hand, catching you before you tripped. Before you even saw his face, you immediately know who it was because no one's touch even come close when he is present. No one else touch make your heart skip a beat. No one else touch made you want them so bad except for one person who held the power, Jungkook. He caught you in his arms, both of your bodies pressed together as you was taken aback. F, you mumbled, shaking your head. That's a bit mean, he uttered, teasingly raising his eyebrows at you. No, I'm not doing this, Jungkook. You growled at him, yet for some reason still continuing the dance. Someone's feisty, he said playfully. F you glared at him, finally calming down. You would love to, he muttered back to you with a grin. I was doing fine without you. You rolled your eyes at him, trying desperately to stop the tears from welling up in your eyes. You realized that you had never really gotten over what happened that night, how he just let you leave. Yeah, I can see that. Lee Felix, my most fearsome competitor, my biggest enemy, always tried to take my position but failed miserably. Jungkook raised his eyebrows at you, probably thinking that it wasn't a coincidence. He was actually his when I met him, but whatever. You said defensive, but quickly realizing that it didn't matter. Jungkook just shot you a confused look. Do you love him? Jungkook suddenly asked, catching you off guard. You wanted to hurt him so badly, you really wanted to, but your heart wouldn't allow it. No, you sighed defeatedly. It was your heart that ached for him. You longed to feel his touch against your skin, to have his lips against yours, to be cradled in his arms just one more time. It's always been him. The universe hates us, you stated to him softly. Why? He questioned with a soft tone before twirling you around. Because we are bad for each other, Jungkook. Felix makes me happy, but you are not fully content with me, so I don't know what to do, you said angrily. I lied. Jungkook sighed. It's like a weight was instantly lifted off his shoulders with two words. What? You questioned him, confused. There was no other girls. I didn't want you for your virginity. I wanted all of you, every bit. I wanted your soul and your heart. I wanted it all. He looked furious yet sad. Stop, Jungkook. I have a boyfriend, you begged him. I loved your smile, to your cheekiness, and the way you were never afraid of me. He rambled, just letting it all out. Stop, please, you begged, your eyes becoming watery again as you realized just how long you have waited to hear him say those words. I miss you annoying me and cheering me up when I was in a bad mood. I miss being excited to come home because I knew you would be there. Jungkook finally stopped with a sad expression blistered on his face. Now I come home to an empty house wishing I would made you stay. He shook his head regretfully. I thought you were too good for me, so I destroyed it, set fire to it because that's what I do, Ian. I break things, you know that. He voiced frustratedly while look of regret washed over his face. I am a coward. I was afraid of what I felt for you in case it destroyed myself and my reputation, but I don't care anymore, Ryan. All I have ever needed was you. He pleaded with you to listen and believe him. You couldn't talk, you just couldn't. You waited this long to tell me? You shook your head, letting it hang. I'm sorry, Jungkook muttered, almost begging you to forgive him. It's not that simple anymore, you said harshly, glancing back up at him. Felix is my boyfriend now, Jungkook. He admitted his feelings for me. The second he knew, but you led me on. You was trying desperately to reject the thing you was feeling. Tell me you don't feel the same. Jungkook interrupted you. You wanted to tell him that you didn't. You wanted him to suffer like you did for as long as you did. But yet again, your heart is to blame. It wouldn't be possible for you to be with just one girl. You snarled at him. It's more than possible, but that one girl has to be you. He uttered to you while you fell backwards purposely for the end of the dance, his arm supporting your back and both of your faces so close yet so far. The song ended and everyone clapped. If you are going to live here tonight with him, I'll respect that, but you would be lying to yourself because I know you feel it too. He whispered into your ear quietly. Does his touch feel like mine? Does he care for you the way I do? Does he want Does he want you the way I want you? Jungkook leaned in closer if that was even possible. No, no, you let out a breath, finally admitting it to him. Come home with me, please, Jungkook pleaded. But you will break my heart again. You stared at him with pain in your eyes. This time I won't, I swear to you, I won't, but if I do, I won't do it purposely. Jungkook mumbled as he stroked your cheek with his thumb. You have a choice to make. Jungkook helped you up before walking back into the crowd of people, taking your heart with him.